Hi, Mary here with Reviewer's Diary, and it is time for the weekly makeup basket. Now, I will pull this out. This fits right in the top drawer of my vanity. And these are the products that I had for last week. And I'm going to talk about them, and then we're going to switch other stuff. We're going to get some other things switched in here. To start with, we had the CC Cream and Under Eye. I have both of these products on right now. This is actually not quite as thick as I remembered it being. In fact, there was quite a bit of air in the tube, so I obviously used it more than I thought I did. See, I had to squeeze the air out, and because it stopped pumping, the pump just like suddenly stopped working. So I'm not sure how this pump works, whether there's like a thin tube that goes down there or what, but I squeezed the air out and now it works. A lot of information you didn't really need to know. This is very nice, but not, it's got the texture, a thin texture that I like, but it's not very good at covering. So these are going to get put back and switched out. I continue to use this and will continue to use it. It is the La Palette by L'Oreal. This is my Pan That Palette palette. But anyway, I mostly used these two colors. So I'm hoping to continue to use those two and use them up first. I like the other colors, but it's kind of like hard to see progress when you're trying to concentrate on everything, and so I think I'm going to start on one end and work my way over to the other end. It's actually really beautiful, if only it was cruelty free. Now, I also did use this palette. In fact, I have the makeup on from it tonight. I did use those two, actually the lightest color from this palette. This lightest one for my brow bone and in the corners here, because there's not a color that's not like loudly light in here. Although, I guess, I don't know. I did try this lipstick. I'm not that wild about lipsticks that you have to put on with your fingers. I guess I have to designate a brush to be a lipstick brush. This blush is like super powdery and intense. Like, I dipped my brush in it and it was like so I had to blow quite a bit of that off, and then I had to rub my cheek to get a lot of it off. This highlighter was pretty nice. I did use some of that in my brow bone area. So I used this color all over my lid, and I used this in the crease in the corner. It was a little more intense than I remembered, so I then went in with, my eyes looked really dark, so then I went in with a silver pencil, which now I can't find. Oh, there you are. Which I did go in with this Cynthia Rowley silver pencil, just above like the black line, just to lighten it up. And that's actually in my Use It Up in 2016. So it's good that I got to use it. Now this, beautiful as it is, I'm going to switch it out for another palette because I want to make sure I use all my palettes. I also used this set from Coastal Scents quite a bit. This green is a stunning, absolutely stunning on. It's like so beautiful on. It's like unbelievable. So I'm going to break though with it, put it back in my sample drawer, my drawer full of beauty box stuff, because I'm going to try to use some other things. I did use the Neutrogena blush, highlighter, and bronzer set. This was really like pretty nice. Now Neutrogena is not cruelty free. I am going to switch these out for some other items. This Jelly Pong Pong is very nice, but I only really wore this at home. I have to experiment with it a little bit more before I get like serious and keep using it. The Skinny liner is liquid from Ico, and I do want to use it up. Oops. So I'm going to keep it in here. This is the liner from, this is Mr. Right Now, this liner. And this one I am going to put back and switch for something else. This lip liner was a little darker than I like. So I am actually going to switch this out for a different lip liner. It's very nice though. Lord & Berry's cruelty free and it's stroked on really nicely. I'm going to keep this lipstick. This I've been using these. These are going to stay. This is from my 16 lipsticks used in 2016. I keep wanting to say by 2016, but this is for 16 to use in 2016. So what I will do is I will just pick another lipstick out of there. Next, the mascaras. Still going strong. I can't believe it. Gotta keep using them. This is Meet Matte Hues. I don't really like this, but I am going to keep it in here because I'm going to, what happens is you put this on and, oh, poor ladybug. Oop, gotta try to flip it over. I never kill ladybugs, but anyway, this makes your lips feel really dry, so I had to put a gloss over it. So I'm just going to keep using it though. I have this cream blush. I have to keep using that. Mainly because cream products go bad. This is the eye primer I've been using. I love this because it actually, like when your eyelids are, I have a whole dark circle conundrum here. Like dark circle and red upper eye and really like crappy eyes. Like when I was young, I never had these problems, but this actually does block out the dark color on your eyelids. And I never quite seem to get the lid on right, so anyway, I am going to keep using this. This, I've used this and used it, and it's hard to tell where. I think it's down to here. I will know better when I'm finished with it, so I'm going to keep this in here. I do really like the way this makes your makeup stay. This powder, it's going to stay. I loved using my Ben Nye this week, but we are going to switch to something else just to make life interesting. So, this is what's left. So I have the products that I talked about, mascara, lipsticks, that Meet Matte Hues, which I really don't like, but I'm going to use it up, the L'Oreal palette. So now we're going to add some other makeup because there's really room for improvement here. So that is what I have left in this basket, and now we're going to pick some other items to go in here. So I already have eyelid primer, blush. I'm going to pick out a color blush also and a highlighter. I have powder, some lip products, but not. I'm going to pick one from the lipsticks to use up in 2016, and of course I've got this palette. This is like picking a neutral palette, even though this is not cruelty free, and that's why I picked it to use up. A neutral palette does give you room to use other palettes that are more colorful. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a palette. I have quite a few nice ones. I think I'm going to take a plunge and use this Smashbox Double Exposure palette. This in Florida, and it does have some neutral shades. They're actually much darker than they appear in this picture. Yeah, they have a lot more color than they appear to. The brush slipped out of place when I took the lid off, so I'll put that back. But anyway, this is like a pretty nice set of colors, so I'm going to use these over the course of the week. So that now makes 2 palettes. I do want to use something I haven't used in a little while, and I haven't really used this Laura Geller foundation since I got it. I used it once or twice, and then I kind of put it aside. So I'm going to use this week. Okay, I did want to pick another highlighter, so I am going to, I used this one last week. I found out I'm not that crazy about this So Susan. The very bottom of this, I think I have, yes I do, the Starlooks one that I love. So I'm going to put this stuff back in some kind of order. I have this Starlooks highlighter that's liquid and it's just absolutely lovely on, so I'm going to use this highlighter. And I did want to pick another blush, so I'm thinking I am going to try using my Milani blush. And another bronzer. I did want to try this last week and put it aside, but I think I will put this in this week. It's a very mild, light bronzer. Next drawer is my powders and primers. I am using up primer already, but I think I am going to try using this primer for part of the week. This is supposed to give you like a glow, so it might be good, it might not be good. We'll just have to wait and see. It might be horrible, but let's wait and see. I've never used it. It's not that easy to pick powder, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this Bare Minerals. It's actually the finishing veil. Oops, that's upside down. Natural Mineral Finishing Powder. I have in the past really itched from Bare Minerals, and I want to see if I still feel itchy from. This is new, so I don't know if they changed formulation or not, but this didn't bother me too much. I want to just see if it's going to bother me because I want to be able to know whether I'm going to be able to use Bare Minerals in the future. And did want to pick something from a beauty box. And I have quite a few things. I've never used, whoops, either of these. One of these, are they both lipstick? Yes, they are. These are both lipstick from, I probably shouldn't pick those. A lot of these are creams and treatments. And I'm not sure they're really appropriate for the makeup basket. I guess they could be. Nail balm, no, we don't want to do that. Let's look in the next drawer for something a little on the bigger side to use. I had this in my hand last week and put it back, so I think maybe I will use it this week. Okay. And the last thing I want to add is, oops. One of these lipsticks from my 2016 collection. So I think I'll pick out this one. So, and you know what? I'm going to pick out a gloss from down here that I'm just going to carry through. I've never used this lip blush. This is from a Cure, and it is cruelty-free. So I'll throw that in there. What the heck? Now, one thing I still need is an eyeliner. So, let's see. I do have quite a collection of eyeliners. Wow, that's silver. And that is by Tarantino. What the heck? We'll give that a try. Might as well live dangerously. Alright, so this is my collection of products for this week. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll take a better picture and post it to the end of this video. So thank you for watching. Good night. Well, I hope you enjoyed this weekly makeup basket. Keep watching because I am going to continue to do these every week. So I hope you enjoy these products. I tried not to move around too quickly, didn't want to make anybody feel seasick, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. Have a beautiful evening. Good night.